I remember the first time I drove through Indiana, watching fences in the distance fade away. Once there was a girl I knew there, and she was pretty. We kept in touch until we just went our own ways. I remember the first time I drove through Indiana, waving goodbye to the towns that we drove through. Far away, I know they're deep inside a city, rushing back and forth, wanting only to get home. Once I was there in a dream, meeting people without names and without faces, they live. I remember the first time I drove through Indiana. I remember the first time I drove through Indiana.
Well, 113 Days of Art highlights what we really have 365 days of the year at IU Bloomington. The university has been a vibrant home for the arts for many, many decades. And this highlights some of the things that we have going on, even in the summer months when many of our students are gone, but we still have enormous offerings in theater and music, and now in our new cinema, as well as a whole range of conferences and workshops and so on that are special for the summer. One of the things we wanted to do was share that with the general public, so we've packaged some of these things in a particularly attractive way, I think, so that people can use this as a summer destination. We want to make sure that the citizens of Indiana, the surrounding states, know that this is something they can partake of too. And it's let's face it, one tank of gas away for many people, and would be an attractive and we think exciting thing to do for a summer vacation. A lot of the events are family friendly, and there are resources here that we think will make you want to come back. The Jacobs School of Music is the best music school in the world. We on this campus have the benefit of over 1,000 performances every year. We group a number of very special events in the summer for the broader public, for people who are still on campus and for people who want to come from elsewhere. And people do come from elsewhere for these. This summer, for example, we have, again, Joshua Bell performing. We have Menachem Pressler performing. You would pay a fortune to see them in a bigger metropolitan area. But here we have affordable tickets. A lot of the musical events are free. And again, these are family-friendly, really extraordinarily good opportunities for people to hear the best music that the world has known.
This is the most active summer collegiate music festival in the country. And so we have a broad mixture of activity, symphonic, chamber, solo, choral, and productions that we do during the summer. And it's probably the longest lasting festival in the country at about 8 weeks. We do something in the summer that we never do in the rest of the year, and that's to bring faculty and students together to create a festival orchestra. And that orchestra will have both faculty from our school, first chair players of other orchestras around the country, and students. And they'll do 3 concerts, the first of which is Michael Stern, who's music director of the Kansas City Symphony, and he joins Josh Bell, our alum, to do a concert on Friday evening, July 1st. And that concert we actually will take up to the Ravinia Festival in Chicago the next night, Saturday, July 2nd. The second festival orchestra concert is led by Bramwell Tovey, who's the music director of the Vancouver Symphony. It's his very first time here. We're very anxious to have him here, as we've heard so many wonderful things about him. He led the New York Philharmonic a number of summers in their summer series. And he also is a great pianist, and he's going to play and lead the orchestra in the opening piece, and then he's going to conduct the remainder of the program. And the last is the music director of the Nashville Symphony, Giancarlo Guerrero. He comes for his 3rd straight summer, and he leads us in the last program of the Festival Orchestra Summer Series. In addition to that, we have a second orchestra, the Symphony Orchestra, comprised of students in the summer, and it's led by the music director of the Civic Symphony, Cliff Colnut, who's also a close friend of the School of Music. He comes back for 2 concerts this summer. In addition to that are a wide array of chamber music, a lot of trios and quartets that will be here, a lot of solo performances during the summer. There'll be a choral performance. There'll be the premiere, a workshop of a new opera by one of our own composers, P.Q. Phan. We're trying out an ancient Vietnamese tale, about 1,000 years old. He's set that to opera, and we're going to workshop that in 2 evenings, July 29th and July 30th. So it's a pretty wide range of activity this summer. Lots of guests, lots of our current faculty, and the many students who are here during the summer. The reason to come to Bloomington is manyfold, and the guests, the intellectual activity that takes place in this campus, the theater department, the Fine Arts Museum, and all the other activities, including the IU Cinema and the Rare Books Library. There's an enormous amount of arts activity in Bloomington in addition to the School of Music. And once you arrive to the School of Music, you'll find performances that are on the level of the professional realm. And I think that will surprise people, that in a city of 70,000 people, that you can find art practiced at this artistic level.
The cinema is new in the sense that we have repurposed the university theater that was in the arts complex over the last couple of years, have outfitted again what we think of as one of the best university cinemas in the country. One of the things that it's important to note is that the IU has had a wonderful set of film collections for some time. We have some archives, we have the Black Film Archives, we have the Bradley Collection, we have extraordinary ancillary materials in the Lilly Library, John Ford scripts, Orson Welles scripts, Orson Welles' love letters to Rita Hayworth. If you want to go see some of these things, you can go to the Lilly Library. If you want to see film in an absolutely first-rate setting, go to the University Cinema. It's just debuted this year, and it's been an extraordinary resource for the campus and for our community.
We're THX certified, so we're one of about 10, maybe 12 certified cinemas on a university campus. But along with that, we have the best in 35 and 16 millimeter film presentation, as well as pretty much all capabilities as far as digital presentation. So we have a 2K projector as well as a 4K projector, and then 3D capabilities, as well as every HD or broadcast playback deck imaginable. So we feel that we can play pretty much the best format of any film out there that's available other than 70 millimeter. Well, not only we consider ourselves one of the best equipped university cinemas, but I think we're also one of the most aesthetically unique cinemas in the country. And the cinema was built in the late 1930s, finished I think in 1941 or opened in 41. And it is outfitted with 4 Thomas Hart Benton murals that were done as an Indiana mural series for the 1933 World's Fair. So we have 4 of, I believe, the 24 panels that were done for this series that were built into this auditorium in the late 30s. And these have been beautifully restored as the cinema itself was restored. Not only that, the architects really did a lot of things to enhance the architectural details of the building. So a lot of the beautiful grill work was mimicked on our back wall with new grill work. And the one thing that I think the architects did the best at doing was maintaining the feel of a 1930s legitimate stage theater. So you walk into the room and you don't know that you're in a state-of-the-art cinema. So all 14 of the surround sound speakers have been hidden, and the screen is hidden by the grand drape. So you walk in and you feel like you're still in a legitimate theater from the 1930s until the lights go down, the curtain goes up, and then the sound, hits you. So really, it's kind of a surprise to somebody that comes in for the first time, because the beauty is the aesthetic of a 1939 theater. We're a place to have fun and have entertainment value, but more we're a place for scholarly study of film and the presentation of film that might not get its fair shake in this region, actually. We did screen Cave of Forgotten Dreams in 3D here earlier in the summer as part of the series. We actually had the U.S. non-theatrical premiere in the cinema with the president of IFC Films here with us. And the president of IFC Films stated that this was, if not the best cinema, one of the best cinemas he's ever been in, and we should be very proud. it was a great moment for us to have that premiere. Because we're not only Herzog fans, but it was the very first 3D documentary ever made. There are some updates to the equipment that we're hoping to do in July. But then we come back in August and we're going to show a documentary film called Blank City. We're going to show the Terrence Malick film that hasn't made it to Bloomington yet, A Tree of Life. We think that we're doing something that is somewhat of a lost art as far as exhibition, and we're trying to hold these highest standards of exhibition as possible, and that means trying to get the best film prints from around the world to show to our audience. And that means everything should be in focus, and brightness on screen should be right there, and everything should be the way that it's meant to be. And we're trying to change movie-going experiences, and we're trying to build an audience that is more demanding of their movie-going experiences, and because this is the way it should be. So we invite you to come, and I hope that we can impress you, and you'll come back often.
The theater program has a long and distinguished history here, but it's only in the last really 10 years that we've had some spaces that are really appropriate for the kind of quality of the theater program itself. And in fact, just recently, last week, we rededicated part of the theater because we've opened up a couple of new performance and rehearsal and classroom settings for our theater students. This is the first summer where we've pulled in our theater students and our production staff for a summer film. Some Shakespeare, Broadway musical. It's kind of typical of the season that we have a mixture of classics, new Broadway musical theater, and other dramas.
Well, it is brand new for us, and that's an exciting, nervy, white-knuckled experience, but it's really great. It's been terrific for our students and for the professionals that we've hired, and for the Bloomington community. And we hope to reach out then to the region and make this a place that people can come and see great professional theater during the summer. We're using our spaces on campus. We're using our main proscenium theater to do the Music Man in, and then we'll do a repertory season of 2 plays, Comedy of Errors and Eugene O'Neill's Wilderness, in our Thrust Theater. So it's exciting in that we're using these 2 venues. We have 2 separate casts, one that's doing the Music Man and then one that's doing the rep shows. Rep means we'll alternate shows one night and one another, so audiences can come and see 2 different shows in a short period of time. Well, it started with our BFA in musical theater, which is really a degree that's taken off in a wonderful way. We probably get 250 applications, and we take about 12 students a year. So it's very competitive. It's a very strong program already. And part of that is then we do a professional summer theater show, a Music Man. But also part of it is that we develop new plays, new musicals during the summer. And what we do is each summer we take a script that's in development, or we start from the ground up and we hire in a writing team, and they come to campus and work with our students and put something together, and we show it to the public then right before school starts in August. We have some wonderful opportunities this summer at Indiana University. It really is a festival of the arts, so that audiences can come, they can see something at the Jacobs School of Music, they can see something in our theaters, they can see really world-class art in our art museum, and it's really exciting. It makes us a place of destination for people to come in the summer. The trip from around the region is not that difficult, and Bloomington is a lovely spot to spend time in during the summer.
We have, in fact, always had wonderful summer offerings here in all of the arts, but we're finding a new way to package them, to invite people so that people can see all of the things that are here, understand how they can get a lot of arts activities in on one trip, and we hope come back. In the future, we hope to have very special events that are just part of the summer festival. This year's events are all outlined on the website, and people can call if they have questions. We're here to invite the public in.